Hey guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now this is going to be What If Deku was the Sith Lord Part 4. I got into wanting to make another What If tonight after watching GGKB, one of his streams, because I always watch his streams when they come on. So anyways, I got inspired by watching a Star Wars game, like normal. So this is, let me make sure I got the right one. Oh, you're not supposed to see that. Let's check on my little, I think I said it's 3, but I want to double check. It might be 4. Yeah, it's 4, okay. This is episode 4. You could tell by the picture. I already ruined that for you guys. The Genius Mechanic. As we begin our What a Story, they're in the feast, celebrating the new alliance and all that stuff. As they're she's like, "Welcome to our new alliance for both our groups." As amazing 2 separate Sith families joining into one, as everyone's clapping and welcome my honored guests, as the Sith are eating, having a good time. So Inko, we'll get down to business. What are your goals, if you may I ask? Yes, Lady Yuna, I'm trying to locate the Grey Jedi, like I said before, to train my boy. He needs as much knowledge as possible. She's curious, why so fast for the boy's training? And she's like, I'm not going to be around forever. I'm gonna make sure my boy is well prepared for the natural, the unedible, I can't even speak now. For the time where I'm no longer around is unavoidable. I understand, as a mother myself. She looks at Cassandra as she's talking with her sisters. I understand. I think my daughter and your son will get along just fine. She's never shown interest in anyone that landed on our planet before. We usually kill them, but your group is different. After the facilities, Izuku starts his training after the next day. Cassandra goes over to their compound. Cassandra, please come this way. Lady Inko, Darth Inko is gathering intel. What's left of the computers. And she's like, sorry about that. We always have that field on just in case the Imperials come. We understand. But the device you gave us is quite intriguing. Yes, we thought we should, help you out. With this device, you should be able to come and go as you please. As long as I put in the code. Mother's trusting, but she's not that trusting. As you know, Sith. She's like, yeah, we know. I've worked with this family for a very long time. They don't trust many people. Only reason she trusts any of us because we've been we've been protecting our family for generations. She's like, interesting. So you're not originally from the Empire? No. Our predecessors were a couple generations ago, but no, we're several generations ago. We've always protected the Sith family, the Midorius. Interesting. So that's their last name. I've never heard of the Midorias. Yeah, it's a very old family. Long line of tradition that they don't like to stray from. Think of similar to your people. They're a warrior family. What I've heard of he teach the boy she teaches her son is to use all power, regardless of light, dark. It doesn't matter to the family. If it's power, they'll use it. It's just like very pragmatical. All right, let's move on. As they get there. Oh, I know, Cassandra. What brings you here today? I'm here to start the training with my new apprentice. Izuku, yeah, he's out in that training field. Please follow me. As Inko's, sorry, Inko's leading her to the training ground. Oh, I see. As they're, training droids, I guess, because I know the Jedi have like training droids for saber combat. As Izuku, is using his practice saber, as he has 3 droids surrounding him, as they all go in for a strike, as he parries all 3 of them in a swift motion, as he cuts their heads off. As soon as he parries, then he force pushes them. He force pushes them, all of them, away from him as they hit the side of one of the buildings. As they deactivated, as Kennedy, not Kennedy, I keep saying that. As Cassandra clapping, quite impressive, young Izuku. I think how about a real challenge? As Inko throws her some practice sabers. Sorry. Oh, let's do something real fast. As Izuku smirks. Not smirks, very well. Master. As, he's already... He already knows how to get in his role as, the student. Because he's been doing his mother for years, so... As they get into a fighting stance... She's like, I think he's Form 7. She's like, Form 7? Interesting. I think I've seen you use that form several occasions, but I wasn't sure if that was a mistake. As she does Form 7 as well. I think it's Form 7 or Form 4. I don't remember. I think it was Form 7, if I remember correctly. As they clash with their blades, as she, sidekicks him in the legs as he falls down. As she gets on top of him and has both blades pointed to his neck as like a crisscross motion. And she smiles and hands her hand as she, helps Izuku gets up. She's like, so, do you know why you lost? As Izuku's, yes, I know very well how I lost. Please explain. I'm quite curious. I lack combat experience. Exactly. I'm going to, your form is quite excellent. According to your mother, she says you're quite the prodigy, and I can see that. You pick up things quite easily. You even adapted to my fighting style. You just lack combat experience. But that could wait until later. I'm gonna train you in hand-to-hand combat, lightsaber duels, and the Force. The dark side. You're not a total master of it, but you're getting there. A good first step. As he's like, yes, master. Very good, apprentice. Now we're going to time skip until, let's say, 15. No, 14. Let's go with 14. As he's been training with Cassandra for many years, they've gotten close. They have like a brother and sister relationship. She sees him as, her little brother. As we cut to her at her count at the village where she lives at, the pure not pure elf, pure sith, their compound. As her mother, walks in. So, daughter, how is your apprentice coming along? Coming along very well, mother. He's quite bright, picks up things, and he's a prodigy at everything. The force, sword play, quite fascinating, actually. What I'm curious, though, daughter, is who the boy's father is. Yes, I don't know. I've asked little brother that, my little apprentice. His little brother now. As the two other sisters speak up. Yeah, seeing big sister has, kind of adopted him. As they're laughing. It's like, enough fun and games. All right, girls. Let's get down to business. So has the boy mentioned anything? The boy doesn't know nothing about his father. According to what he told me, his mother never mentioned anything, nor does he care. Huh, interesting. I might have a word with her in the near future. Mother, I would like to propose something. The boy's talented. There's no way around that. Pure skill, only thing he lacks is combat experience. So I want to take him on a mission. On a mission to, gather, combat experience. And she's like, very well. But where? We normally don't leave the planet. We have intel on several things, but what exactly are you looking for, daughter? Something small, something easy for him to get out. And she's like, wait, I believe one of the moths has captured a mechanic that was working with the Grey Jedi. Yes, I believe that would work well. Kill two birds with one stone, actually. Help out our new allies, give the boy experience, and form a trusting bond between us. As you know, daughter, Siths are very backstabby. They're very backstabbing. They're very backstabbing type of people. But these ones seem a little bit different. I don't see the boy doing something like that. Yeah, I thought most of this would have killed their master, even though they're related. But he doesn't seem to even... That doesn't even cross his mind. Yes, the boy is... He's something different. Very well. I'll gather intel. Give me a day. As the day progresses, she gives the data pad to her daughter. Give this to Darth Inko, and you could form a, I'll leave this assignment up to you. After all, he's your apprentice, after all. As she walks away, are you sure, mother, about that? Don't worry, sweeties. Don't worry, daughters. After all, she's a growing lady. She's finally venturing off, starting her own thing. It's about time. She found her own apprentice. There's not many of us left that has the type of abilities that she has. She'll make that boy powerful. And in return, I don't see the boy betraying her. I see the boy loyal. How he acts with his mother and the rest of the non-force users around there. He doesn't berate them because they're not force sensitive. He's actually quite friendly, surprisingly for a Sith. It must be the light side of the force influence in the boy. He's quite balanced. As that progresses, as Kennedy goes to Inko, not Kennedy, sorry. Cassandra? Small pause. I'm so used to saying Kennedy all the time, so sorry about that. As Cassandra goes in, Inko. Cassandra, what can I do for you? I have you're looking for how's the search for the Great Jedi? Oh, yes, very fuzz. Whatever intel I could gather from, the ship ship doesn't have anything. All my connections have dried up. We have nothing. They're good hiders. And she's like, I have some intel you might be interested in. Explain. It's all in this data pad. As she hands it to her. It's like, why would you give us intel for free? What's your game? No game. This is beneficial for both of us. We'll strengthen our trust. And the boy and Izuku needs, battle, some actual, some real battle experience. Not fighting droids or whatever we have laying around. This will be a perfect test for the boy. Yeah, she smiles. So you want my boy to attack a moth? According to this, there's at least one Sith on that moth ship at all times. Yeah, I've done my research. That Sith is weak compared to other Sith, so he'll be a good challenge for the boy. And who is his mechanic? All we have is her name is Mei Hasame. As you know, she showed her picture of Mei Hasame fixing a droid. What it spot from civilians before she got captured. This is not the droid she was repairing, because that doesn't happen like that. Happens like that's a newer droid from the Sucky movie. But enough money bagging on that movie. And she's like, very well. We'll begin preparations at once. As they're prepping the ship, as Inko and Cassandra summon Izuku. Yes, you wanted to see me, Master. I'll let you handle this. He's your apprentice now. Has been for a few years. Yeah, she's like, have fun. As I got some things to do. So she, finishes off doing other work. Studying, Sith relics to increase her power. She's preparing for something that's eventually going to happen. It's on, you can't fight against fate. That's the way of the Sith. One day, someone's going to take you down. So, that sort of thing. So, that's like, now, Izuku, come sit next to me. Here is what we have, this is what I had planned for your very first mission. As she hands him her, you want me to attack a Sith dreadnought? It's like a, I'm not sure the dreadnought, but, it's a bigger ship. Kind of like a battleship, basically, what it is. A moth? Are you serious? It was a, Imperial accent, because, he's Imperial. Yeah. It's a good test for you, and there is someone there you wouldn't want to, rescue, in a way. Her name is Mei Hasame. She knows where to find the Great Jedi that your mother's been searching for many years. I'm sorry. As, he gets serious. Very well. Tell me more. When are we going? He's like, you're very eager. Young apprentice. My apologies, Master. But this mother's been searching for them for a while. I just want to get this done. So mother could focus on other things. So you're a very good son. Of course, she's my only parent. At least that I know of. Alright. As they begin, firing, they begin to take off on one of the ships that Cassandra had in backup, because they've captured quite a few of Imperial ships. We'll be taking one of my spare Imperial ships. For some reason, my internet's not working. Oh well, I'll figure it out later. As they go in, it's a smaller ship. It's easy to to control for two people. Let me do something. This internet thing is going to irritate me. Sorry, but the guys will wait. Hopefully that'll fix it. If not, then I'll have to restart the router. But whatever. As they get, it's a stealth ship, so they get into the Moss ship. They have the location. They were transporting prisoners. They captured May Hasme and transported her into the Dreadnought. We'll just call it Dreadnought because I can. Because for some reason I want to say that. We won't stop until we rescue her to this part when we introduce them. So let's continue. Alright, apprentice. I want you to capture the girl, kill the Sith, and kill the Moth. That is your mission. I'll be observing as she's hacking into cameras. I'll be observing everything from the ship. I'll keep in contact. If anything goes wrong, I will think about coming. She's teasing him. She's, yes, master. Move along. Have fun. Oh, my internet's back. Thank you. As he enters into they dock into one of the docking bays that they're not using. It's kind of under destruction, so there's not a whole lot of soldiers, not a Imperials there. As there are a group of Imperials, they're like, state your name and rank. As he force chokes them and snaps all their necks. There's 3 of them. He force chokes all 3 of them, snaps their necks, and throws them down. And it's like, as Cassandra sees that. Killing people already, are you, young apprentice? I can't leave survivors. They'll make the escape a lot more harder. Very good strategy. Continue your mission. And he's thinking, she's going to be a backseat driver the whole way. I know it. And she's like, I know what you're thinking, Izuku. That I'm going to be the backseat driver the whole way. He's like, stop reading my mind. I'm not reading your mind. I just know you too well. I'm going to radio silence, sister. As, she smiles. Inko's with her. She's smiling too. Seems like you got along pretty well. Yes, the boy grew on me. I had a fascination with him to begin with, but we grew closer. I see him as family. It happens. My boy has that effect on people. As we continue, as there's a red alert because the guards witnessed a couple of guards killed through the hallways. So that's one of the patrols. Grand Moff, we have a intruder. We don't know who they are. How many? Not sure, sir. I don't care. I don't want excuses. Find them and kill them. Last thing we need is a freaking intruder when we have this Sith on board. Oh, goddamn Sith politics. It better not be another Sith. As he's hearing death noises. Oh, like that. What you see that you see in movies where those Star Troopers falling and they make that noise. That's what they're doing. I just I can't do that noise. So, as soon as he says that, the door forcefully gets ripped off of his engines, and throws back and killing several guards in the back. And it's like, God damn it, a Sith. As the Sith walks up to the Grand Moff, as the Sith that guarding the Grand Moff, That's far enough, whoever you are. Who is your master? And Izuku's smiles. Izuku's serious as he freaking ignites both his lightsabers. He's like, huh, you're not a talkative one, are you? That's fine. I'll kill you nonetheless. As they begin their fight, as he begins to try to aggressively attack Midoriya, Midoriya easily blocks and parries, maneuvers around, as they're fighting throughout all the ships, as Izuku blocks as he's trying to parry it. He tried to parry his attack as Izuku kicks him. As Izuku goes through a right strike, diagonal wise, it hits the ship's like navigation, hitting the space chart. I think that's what they call it, space chart, as it destroys it. And he's like, fool! Stop him from breaking my ship. If he breaks any more, we're all dead. As, the Sith chokes the Grand Moff and force pushes him against the wall. Shut up or you're next. Freaking Imperial. While that was going on, Izuku rushes over and stabs him in the stomach. As he's like, bastard! As he pulls his lightsaber out. As he slices his head off. As his head goes falling, as the lightsaber falls to the ground and retracts the light blade. As, the Grand Moff is begging for, please, don't. Why are you doing this? We're all Imperials here. We're all on the same side. I'll give you credits. Is that what you want? Credits? I could give you that. And Izuku force chokes him as he's up in the ground. Where is your prisoner, Mei Hasame? You're after her all this for one simple girl, one simple I forget what they call, simple, resistant girl. She's an she used to be let's do a small backstory before we continue. Mei was a ex-Republic soldier that mostly did with mechanics for weapons and droids and ships and all that stuff. She's a super genius. So the Republic caught her at a young age. Then the Republic betrayed her, left her for dead. That's when the Great Jedi picked her up and rescued her, and she's been working with them ever since. But on one mission, she was cut off from them, and the Imperials captured her. So they've been trying to get information out of her because they still think she works with the rebels, or the Republic. So as that continues, all this for a Republic washout. As he's like, as he's squeezing harder with his fingers. All right, I tell you, she's in the brig. I suggest you hurry before the torture droids finish their job. As he breaks his neck with a force choke. Thank you for your assistance, Imperial. As the rest of his crew, stop right there. You're under arrest for murder, for treason, Sith. As he unleashes both his hands out as he shoots green lightning, frying all of the Imperials, the imps, because they're all soldiers, not soldiers, but they're all high grade, officers, so they don't have no armor. They just got little blasters, freaking losers, as they're all fried. As like common, and how she acts, how she does her, teaches her apprentice. So see, you don't like leaving survivors. Very cis-like of you. As she sure shuts the radio signal off. It's like he actually turned his radio off. That little shit. As you know, Inko's busted up laughing. He's like, yeah, he tends to do that when someone annoys him. He's like, I'm not annoying, I'm his master. Don't worry, don't take it personally. He doesn't mean that. He did it to me several times. As Izuku, as the torture droid was about to torture her, as he rips off the door, force crush the torture droid, as she's bound to a table. And she's like, who the hell are you? As he, unlocks it with the force, waves his hand and the cuffs, come off. As he picks her up. Because, she got tortured a little bit. So she's unable to walk. He can see that. As he's like, don't worry about that. Let's get you out of here. And she's like, very odd being rescued by a Sith of all things. All right, let's roll. She's like, you might want to look behind you. As Izuku used lightning, Sith lightning, blasting the rest of the droids that was rushed. They had a couple battle droids. As he fries their circuits as they blow up. And she's like, I always thought, Sith lightning was nifty. I'm glad to see him in opposite of you, instead of being shocked by it. That bastard. As Izuku's like, don't worry about that Sith. He's dead. And she's like, good. Bastard. Ruined my babies. Destroyed my babies. And his babies. Well, yeah, she calls her inventions like babies like she does in the anime. She had blasters that she, took care of like their own children. The bastard destroyed my blasters. Damn, Sith. No offense. After all, you didn't want to rescue me. So why are you after me? My mother will tell you that when we get back to my ship. All right. As they go through the ship, normal. No, he killed a couple people. Some of the blast doors close. As he's like, hold on one moment, May. She's like, by the way, how do you know my name? Oh, we have intel. I have my ways. As Cassandra and Inca sees that flirting that they two are just going back and forth. This is not a shit between them, but this is just, May's a little bit of flirt, and Izuku has no problem flirting back if he wants to. Yeah, she's like, your boy has, Izuku has a silver tongue for the ladies, I see. And she's like, yeah, he's been trained for seduction. She's like, really? She's like, usually males don't need that. Oh yeah, I keep my son prepared. Who never knows? He might turn into a spy for one mission. As that goes on, they're laughing. They're just having fun, making fun of Izuku. So, as he pierced the blast door with his lightsaber, cutting a hole into it, as there's enough space for him to move in. She's like, that's a fascinating lightsaber. Can I have a look at it? And he's like, maybe. It depends on what type of information you give my mother. If you give her something useful, I'll let you fiddle with, not these, but I have some more. They're similar. She's getting excited because, she likes to mess with his tech. So she's like, this is getting better and better every day. First I got captured, then tortured. Bastard destroyed my babies. Now I got rescued by a Sith of all things. So are you with the Imperials? And he's like, no, I have no connection with those idiots, those weaklings. Interesting. It's just interesting in her head. She says apparently he has some grudge against the Imperials. Fascinating. I wonder what The other Sith apparently has me for a plan. Hopefully I can talk my way out of being tortured again. That was not fun. As she's all saying this in her head. As they eventually get back to the ship, as Izuku set charges in the core reactor before he got Mei. As Izuku's like, Master, we want to probably undock and get far away distance as possible. About 400, maybe 300 feet away from the ship. What did you do, Izuku? Oh, nothing, Mother. I just gave the Imperials a little present. As they jump into hyper, they move a good amount of distance as Izuku pressed the button and just had it in the pocket. Alright. Time to see how well this ship blows up. As he presses it, as Mei likes explode, she sees all the pretty colors. Like, that's pretty. Actually, quite happy to see that place blown up. As Izuku's like, sweetheart, why did you do that? Evidence, Mother, evidence. And she's like, she understands. But she's like, isn't that a little bit excessive? You could have just easily wiped the memory. All the civilians. Yeah, but I like to be... Sorry. I like to be thorough. And she looks at, Cassandra. That's your influence, isn't it? And she's like, I can't help it. No, Cassandra is not always serious. She jokes around only with people she cares about. But, when she's, in her Sith mode, she's quite vicious to her opponents. So it's like, so, you are Mei Hasme. As Inko bends down. Son, will you be a dear? I can't talk to the girl if she's still in pain. Yes, Mother. As Cassandra doesn't know about this. Sorry. As Izuku uses force healing. Alright, Mei. Stay still. This will take a couple seconds. As all her energy starts slowly, healing up. As she's 100% now. She, gets up, stretches her arms. It's like, I'm as good as new. I gotta learn that one of these days. So, what do you need, Sith? As long as there's nothing, too bad, I should be able to, tell you something. It's simple. Mei, was it? Yeah. I need to make contact with the Great Jedi. She's like, defensive. What do you want? Why do you want them? Are you them to wipe them out? No, dear. It's totally opposite, actually. See, you might notice that we are not from the Imperials. We're not Sith from the Imperials. We're an off-branch of the Sith that didn't agree with the war, with their hatred towards the Jedi, wasting so much centuries of conscious battle for a stupid reason. But enough about the history of Sith and Jedi. You all people should know. We want to make contact with, the headmaster, the Grand Master of the Order, to allow my son to be taught, and thus to find him a master. But doesn't he have one? I remember him calling her master. Yes, my son needs more masters. I'm also his, I taught him everything you know. Now he's learning from Cassandra here. But he also needs to learn more. I won't get into detail. It's a family matter, but he needs to be ready when the time comes. And she's like, fine. Do you have any scrap metal? I need to make the device. I destroyed it before the Imperials captured me. I need to make a new one. Yeah, of course. Izuku, show her to where we keep all the spares. All the scrap metal and all the droid stuff. Yes, Mother. Come on, Mei. Yes. Alright, serious Sith. She's like playing with him now. So as she gets there, she's like, I'll be needing that and that. Will you mind breaking that for me, will you? With your nifty little force thing? She's like, oh, very well. She crushes it. Ah, there you go. If if you don't make it a Sith, you could definitely be my assistant. She's smiling. Sure, why not? She's like, very good. Now, if you get kicked out of stop being a Sith, that makes it special. You'll be my assistant. All right, pliers, please. As he's basically become May's assistant now. That's, I'm trying to add, a little bit of humor into it. Just a little bit. As that goes on for a couple hours, she's like, all right, I got it. As she, calls the Grand Master Nezu. Yes, I'm making Nezu. I already kind of made someone, a unknown character, the Grand Master of the Jedi. So I figured Nezu would be, the best thing for a Grey Jedi. And she's like, oh, May, we were quite worried about you. Where are you? I'm with allies that wish to contact you to form an alliance somewhat. As Nezu's like, who? A Sith? As, he spits out his tea. A Sith? Are you crazy? Have you not forgotten the last time we had contact with a Sith? We lost half our Padawans. Yeah, but that's different. Apparently this one they seem alright. After all, they saved me from the Imperials. He's like, really now? Let me talk to the head Sith. The leader. The master, if you mind. Oh yeah. Here, Inca, was it? There you go. And she's smiling. And she's poking Izuku. So, what are we going to do now? She's just bored. It's like, we'll do something. We'll make something, I guess. Good, assistant. And I'm like, I got some ideas. I want to make some more babies. You're going to help me. Come on. And she's dragging him. It's alright, dear. Go off with your little friend. Yes, I am Kennedy Midoriya. From So family. I'm not familiar with the house. Oh, you shouldn't be. We left the Imperials many generations. One of the reasons why I had rescued young May over there is to get in contact with you, actually. I wanted to have my son study under one of your masters. You want your son to study under the Great Jedi? Oh, yes. See, my family, we study both sides of the Force. And this would work very well for him. You could teach him so much things about the light side that I cannot. As he's interesting. If you say it's true, yes, we will drop off my son. No one else will go besides Izuku, my baby boy. But if any harm comes to him, I'll wipe your whole order out. As that happens, he kind of gulps a little bit. Yeah, I think we can come to an arrangement. There's no point, making a Sith angry, especially if one wants to form a somewhat good relationship to my order. I agree. Maybe we could have some tea together and discuss, the further details. It's like, very well, I will come with my son, then afterwards, I'll leave my son to your care once I judge the master that will teach him. That's understandable. Very protective for a Sith, but I understand. He's your son after all. Loving parent and all. I'll see you soon. As they hang up, and we're gonna stop it here. Hope you guys like this part. You have a good day and night. Judging my time, sons. All right, bye.